Brought to you by GatewayCitySavers.com.
This is 101 ESPN from Rams Park.
And we continue from the Russell Training Center. It's Bernie Miklasz on 101 ESPN. Sam Bradford is here, and it's good to visit with the Rams rookie quarterback who has been a gentleman throughout all of this as far as dealing with the media and being asked the same questions over and over and over again. So, Sam, good to have you here.
Yeah, good to be here.
Not only literally at this table, but just in St. Louis. It's really good to have you. So, how's training camp going so far? I only know it's been a couple of days, but you feel immersed, well established into it?
You know, definitely the past 2 days, you know, we've put a lot in. You know, there's been a lot come at me, a lot come at everyone in the past 2 days. But, you know, it just feels great to be on the football field again. Feels great to be out there practicing. And, you know, it's been a lot of fun so far.
Do you you're totally throwing yourself into this, so it's not like you're going around listening to reaction or I don't know if you have a sense of it, but do you get a sense of what a big deal your arrival is and kind of what you represent to the franchise, but also the fans who are looking for someone to kind of say, okay, we got a new start now. Do you have any feel for that whatsoever?
You know, I really try to stay away from, you know, all the media and stuff, so I'm really not sure what's been out there. But, you know, I know just, you know, being out here at training camp, the support that, you know, we've received so far, you know, in our first couple of days, it's been great having all the fans out here. You know, I think they've been really positive. And just in, you know, with some of my interactions with them, you know, everyone's been really encouraging. Everyone's really excited for the season. You know, I think that's great, and I hope that continues throughout the season.
Part of what makes any good athlete successful, especially a quarterback where there's so much work to do, is routine. Do you have a place to live, or you set up a theater where you can watch tapes at night and things like that?
You know, I have found a place to live. You know, as far as, you know, setting up a routine with tapes, and you know, I haven't done that, but I'm sure as the season gets here, I'll get into my routine and figure out, you know, where and when I'm going to watch tape at my house, because, you know, I have talked to some quarterbacks who've been in the league, and they say that's, you know, one thing that's extremely important is, you know, when you go home, you got to constantly be watching tape, constantly be in your playbook.
Now, I'm not going to ask you where you're going to be living because that's too personal, but I'm just kind of, you a condo guy or a mansion guy?
Well, I'll tell you right. I mean, I have a condo here in St. Louis.
I didn't think you'd be a mansion guy. See, that was my guess.
Yeah.
I would have guessed right.
Yeah.
And that does that say something about your personality, you think? In other words, big contract, we all know the numbers. You're not going to make too big of a splash in terms of showing what you're worth, I guess.
You're only one I mean, how much space do you really need? You know, I mean, you know, I need a bedroom and a living room and a kitchen. That's about it. So
place to watch tape, too.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to bond with it takes a while, but some of your receivers?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, we're getting there. You know, after practice, usually try to grab a couple of them and just go through some different routes. You know, I think that really helps. We really don't get a lot of individual time during practice, so any extra time that we can spend after practice, you know, just getting familiar with each other, I think will be very beneficial.
Again, it's so early in camp, but I know a couple of the veterans were quoted as saying they were really impressed the way you came in the huddle and you took charge and you acted like you should be there and there wasn't any kind of reticence on your part. Do you feel like you are getting into that realm where people know, look, I'm not going to act like a rookie here. I'm here to do a job and let's go? Or you feel like you've taken that part of it over?
You know, I can't, you know, tell you how other people feel. You know, I know that's the attitude and that's the approach that I'm trying to take. You know, I want to be on the field this year. You know, I realize that there's a long way for me to go before I'm ready to be on the field. But, you know, I think if I take the approach that, you know, I should be out there, you know, that I have the opportunity to be out there, and I put the work in, you know, hopefully it'll happen.
It was good to visit with you, and welcome, again, welcome to St. Louis. And from time to time, I'm sure we'll chat on 101 ESPN, and we're the Rams radio station. It's just good to – can't wait for everything to get rolling a little bit. Thank you, Sam.
For sure, yeah, no problem.